afternoon all. Welcome to the third lounge session. I just want to introduce our speaker today. This is Ayushi Kanodia. She's a scientist turned lingerie consultant and founder of Bands and Cups. She has previously worked in hemophilia therapy, designing leukemia diagnostic kit, autoimmune disorders. She's also a certified lingerie designer from University of the Arts, London. With her unique background in science and fashion, she's breaking down the science behind bras, improve the quality of life of women. Bands and Cups is India's only bra fitting and consultation service. They specialize with plus size and heavy-breasted women struggling to find the right fitted bras for them. Bands and Cups is incubated at NSR CEL, IIM Bangalore and featured in the first season of Shark Tank India. Over the past 2 years, they have helped over 850 women from 7 countries discovering their true bra size. And first I would like to ask Dr. Artana to start off the session. She's made a group on the WhatsApp chat with all of you in it. She's going to be sending you pictures as her presentation goes on. Okay?
Good afternoon. Welcome to the third session of the TR Lounge, Neck and Breast Connections. Yes, there is a very strong connection between the neck and the breast. The people, heavy breast women, they had always been reporting with more of pain in the neck, upper back and the shoulder. This has been always observed. Even from adolescence to menopause and beyond that. Every time there has been changes in the women's life and breast has always shown changes. Now there is a shift in the trend which is also being noticed. Now what is happening is the breast sizes are becoming bigger. What does it mean? Like if we see there are studies done and they have noticed the grandmother, the mother and the daughter, the breast sizes have been increasing. And that is again one of the reasons why earlier when it was easily available 30B, 30A, now in the market you don't get 30A, 30B, it all starts with B, C. It doesn't come that way. Even the clothings are like, what is happening is the body frame is smaller, the breast size is bigger. So even the clothes they come in, the waist size will be smaller and the chest size will be bigger. Those are the patterns of which the dresses are coming up now. Sorry. So adolescents, what is the reason why this is changing? That is something which we need to just look into it a bit. So what is happening is, number one, the natural estrogen hormone. The estrogen hormone is the hormone which is responsible for the breast growth. Now, natural estrogen, the hormone from the menarche, that means the time when the menstrual cycle starts, even that's happening much earlier. From then, late pregnancies, getting married late, avoiding pregnancies, and so there is a longer period of estrogen load in the body. During the pregnancy, the estrogen reduces, the progesterone increases. But now pregnancy is being delayed, menarche started earlier, the estrogen period is longer, that is again more exposure to the estrogen, that is one of the reasons which is being found. The second is the cattles, the feed given to the cattles is loaded with estrogen for getting more milk. The poultry, the sheep and all, they are being given estrogen to increase their size, commercial reasons. Now that is again one of the reasons why people, those who are meat eaters, they have bigger breasts. This has been found. And the reason is there's a lot of estrogen, synthetic estrogen going into their body. Whenever there is an estrogen, the body will react, the breast tissue will get formed. The body doesn't know this is a synthetic estrogen or a natural estrogen. It just knows it's an estrogen. The third is from the plastics, the estrogen leaches and comes into the body. Any plastic, what you take, any plastic, whether it is the bottles, the containers, the plastic wrappers, anything whatsoever it is, everything, because the type of plastic it is being made, it is found that there is a particular type of a synthetic estrogen to which a molecule of a different component is added and that turns into plastic. Now this, when it comes in contact with anything, your food, whatever you eat and water and everything, it goes in and the estrogen from there leaches out into the body. The body doesn't know this is a synthetic estrogen, it starts acting. So any estrogen coming in, so bigger the breast, more the cases of breast cancers. This is happening. The fourth is all the cosmetics, they contain estrogen. So the cosmetic, the infant, like the skin cream the mother uses, unknowingly the mother uses the cream all over, including the breast. She feeds the baby gets exposed to this estrogen coming in from there. So all these things are the reasons why estrogen, the breast sizes are becoming bigger. That is, now let us try to understand what is the connection between the neck and the breast, which is the topic for the day. For that, we are going to go a bit into what is breast. If you understand that, it is much more easier to understand beyond that. So I'm going to just send a picture to your phone. Just open up the phones and then we will talk about it. Why the neck is connected, because there is a lot of, something called lymphatic system. There is a fluid called lymph. How we have blood, similarly there is a fluid called lymph in the body which circulates. Now this lymph has to get drained somewhere. It is something like the drainage system in the city and the manholes there. So all the drains, they carry the thing and it ends into the manholes. So those are the lymph nodes. So the breast lymph nodes also end into the cervical region. So now everything which comes here, it does affect the neck. If there is anything with the breast to do, the neck also does get affected. So, now go to the next picture. Now see this picture from right to left. Right side. And then over that is the breast. The breast, if you see the balloons, a bunch of balloons which are there, those are all milk glands. They get activated during the pregnancy. So it gets filled up with the milk. And then those milk glands with the ducts connected to the nipple, the milk is during the lactation, the milk comes out from there. In between those glands, those small things, these are all fat tissues. That's the fat. Now, the heavier the female, if the body mass index is more, the overall fat content is more, including the fat in the breast tissue. So the breast tissue will also contain more fat, it will become a heavier breast. And you see some horn-like things in between, multiple horn-like things. Those are labeled as connective tissue, those are the ligaments. Those ligaments, they form a network, they just go in, like this is the gland, the milk gland, it comes underneath, it comes up, it folds. So everywhere it just forms pockets. In between the glands will be there, so it supports the whole system inside. The skin becomes loose. As the aging happens, the skin becomes loose. The skin when it is loose and the breast which is heavier will definitely sag down. These ligaments, they get pulled, and the ligaments which are pulled, they do not retract back. Any ligament which is pulled does not retract back, it does not come back to the original length. So now this is going to be a sagging breast. That is how the sagging happens. There is a misconception that lactation causes sagging. Lactation does not cause sagging. Lactation is like the breast just becomes heavier. It requires a support. This is what I was talking to you, the shift in the trend which is happening. So the grandmother, she had a bigger the body size. Her breast size was 36B. The mother, the body size reduced. The breast size became 34FF. The daughter, the body frame further reduced, but the breast size became 30G. Now, smaller the size, more the bigger size of the breast, more the stress onto the spine, more problems with the spine. Neck pain, back pain, lower back pain, everything starts happening. That is where the things are. So, now all these changes which happen, let us come to the menopause. During the menopause phase, the estrogen level starts reducing. Estrogen is one of the best hormone to maintain the elasticity. I pull my skin and leave it back, it goes back, it has an elasticity. My estrogen helps me. As the age advances, you will not find this thing so elastic. It just gets pulled and you find it can be pulled up. Yeah. It's not the same. So this elastin content which is reducing, that causes the skin to start sagging. As the age advances, fat tissue increases. Everybody, the fat tissue increases with the advancement of the age. So even in the breast, the fat tissue will increase. The milk glands, they reduce in size. More of fat now, and skin is loose, it sags, ligaments get pulled. Along with that, the muscle which is there at the back, we saw that muscle is also being not put to much use. See, gone are the days when there was a lot of work being done with the hands, either with this pounding and drying and washing clothes, and also all these chest muscles will be put to work. All those things are out of our routine now. We do not have pounding, we do not have washing clothes, we do not have cleaning this, that and all. So pectoral muscle, the muscle underneath the breast is not really exercised. So this muscle is also loose, the skin is also loose, the breast starts hanging, sagging down, and that is the time when we start getting posture change. Now, most of the time this change in the posture is attributed to age related, you are bending down. But then are you bending down because you are not straight, or you are bending down because your breast is not supported? That needs to be looked into. Your breast supported can lift yourself, the tension at the back reduces, and then you start strengthening the muscles at the back, it will work. Otherwise, you keep doing strengthening exercises for years and years together, nothing will happen. You will still continue to be like this. The breast, the skin has become loose, the muscles have become loose, the breast is sagging down. So these are different grades of sagging. 1, 2, 3, 4 and all. So how do we actually, and then it's like up to the grade 2, yes, we can help you. As a physiotherapist, I can always help you with your neck pain and all. But if your sagging is more than grade 2, you come with a neck pain, I will not be able to give you a permanent relief till and until you are able to support your breast. You will keep coming to me again and again with the pain, you will keep popping in the medicine, you will have all number of everything happening. But the moment you support the breast and then do the working on your neck, you are benefited. So how do we know the sagging? I've just given the picture is self-explanatory. It's like the lower border of the breast. The lower border of the breast, if we just support it this way, the nipple should be above that line. Now as the nipple starts going down and down below the border of the lower border of the breast, that is grade 1, 2, 3, 4, the picture explains everything. Up to grade 2, everything is easily possible. And all the changes what happen, the wear and tear which is happening because of the strain onto the back, all wear and tear changes are irreversible. If the cartilage is eroded, it is eroded. If the bones have gone rough and up and changed the shapes, it is a permanent thing. So prevention is always better. The day we start realizing that yes, I have some pain in my back and the neck, the first thing to see is like stand straight and see whether what we see normally is this is the collarbone. The collarbone normally is in this position. The inner side of the bone, the outer side of the bone. The inner side is always lower than the outer side. This. Now, if the breast is sagging, what happens is it goes horizontal. It will be just down. It will be horizontal. The horizontal collarbone is an indication that the breast needs a support. What happens is, most of the times when the breast starts hanging, or something is there, I have seen ladies like they keep tightening the strap. वो strap tight करते जाएंगे and then it starts digging in here. But the breast is going to hang further because the muscle support is not there. The gravity is pulling it down. The weight is also pulling it down. This is just digging in. And as it keeps digging in, it comes exactly at this level where this is a tendon which comes to the arm. So now I have pressure here and I keep moving my hand, doing my activities. What's happening is there's a constant friction to this tendon, which is then you get diagnosed as tendinitis or impingements, rotator cuff injuries, and leading to frozen shoulders. And all happening because of the strap made tight, but the breast is not supported. So this is not a solution. Tightening the strap is not the solution. Supporting the breast is the solution.
But the buckle is because of that only, actually.
बकल है आपका खाली एक नीचे से वेल सपोर्टेड करने के बाद में कितना चाहिए उसको एडजस्ट करने के लिए.
The support does not come from the strap. Okay. I will.
So frozen shoulder, rotator cuff injuries, tendinitis, cervical spondylitis, then even having radiating pains, everything can start because the breast is not supported. It's not like every time the breast is the reason, but yes, that is one of the main reasons. And especially in middle age and beyond that ladies, there is a lot of change happening in the body, hormonal changes, the sagging of the breast is happening there, that is one of the main reasons. And that is again one of the reasons why the neck pain patients, I keep getting them coming again and again, every year they will be coming periodically. 6 महीना 8 महीना होता है, वापस आते हैं, 1 साल होता है, वापस आते हैं, मेरे टैबलेट खाते हैं. But then if you tell them that you need to support, I had one patient and we were talking to her, remember Rashi? We were telling her you need to support the breast. She was like, you are kidding. It's like such heavy breast, it's literally pulling, and the moment we take her for the treatment and put the strap down, I can see that impression there, deep impression. I said, you need a good support, this is not the right thing, but she never agreed to it. Very, very, very late. This is the presentation, there was another one, but quite late. Then Monday she just thought of, चलो इतने बार बोल रहे हैं, एक बार सुन लेते हैं करके, and then she went and did it, and she was then fine. So yes, it happens. So it all depends on who wants to act, because this is a very underdiagnosed thing. No one talks about it, saying that your neck pain or your back pain can be because. So then when we start saying that, you are just talking something. This cannot be the case. It does happen. Now, what is to be done? Whenever we have this, just support it, done. The task is over. But does it end over there? No. Because of the constant pull down here, this muscle has been pulled. Now, pulling of this muscle will always be a cause of your pain in the neck and the shoulders. You need to work upon strengthening these muscles. The simplest of the exercises, what can be done by anyone is, once the proper supports have been provided, is hold some weight in your hands and start doing this. Shoulder shrugs. Slowly up, take it to the maximum up, bring it down. Take it to the maximum up, bring it down. So you will start building up these muscles. That's one. Next is hold some weight in your hands, hold it this way, go up, come down. Go up, come down. Again you are building these muscles. These muscles are important because as we saw into that picture, the collarbone is the bone to which the chest muscle is attached. The attachment to the chest muscle comes from the collarbone. Now if the collarbone is well lifted up, it will keep everything lifted up. The breast is also lifted. So only the support is not enough, the lifting of the breast. But in if you go to the YouTube and you see a lot of exercises for the sagging breast or increase the size, and you will say, let me tell you, those are all gimmicks, nothing happens like that. It does not happen. You cannot increase the size and decrease the size. You cannot provide a complete lift up of the breast just by doing exercises. It is a multi-directional approach. All should go together, then only results are achieved. Otherwise, it is wastage of your time and nothing else.